From blowing 25K on ads to making over 700K in just 2 months, I'm here to show you how we dominated a top 5 metro area in all of the US for a residential contractor. Okay, so like I said, the things they were doing before, they were doing Facebook and Google ads with the other marketing firm, and they burned around 20 to 30K, including agency fees, and they saw next to nothing. I'm just going to walk you through how we turned that failure into 700K in 2 months, including two different six-figure deals. And I'm just going to show you how you can do the same. Pretty simple. The first thing you need different mechanisms to make people want to raise their hand, right? And what that means is you need for someone who has a level of interest to say, okay, I want to learn a bit more. I want to hear more. I want to do this. And you also need a way to take people who have that interest into, okay, I want to buy, right? I'm going to cover first what you need to do to get people to raise their hand to say they're interested. These are just the different traffic channels. The rest is just strategy. The first one we did that was rather dominant is local service ads. The reason why is because this is the channel where people, when they search you up, they search up, say, for example, like Boston HVAC, right? They are going to find LSA at the very top. And this is nice because also they are only paying for the lead if they're qualified. Qualified meaning the right service type and in the right zip code. They're not that, and they're not paying for it. As you can see, pretty good results for 2 full months. And then top impression rate on search, what this means is top 2. They were always in the top 2, virtually. Top 1, they were about half the time they were first. And keep in mind, they didn't have a ton of Google reviews, only 20, right? There were competitors with 200, but the reason why we were able to take them from bottom to top was because we emphasize the lead to sales system. Google wants to see that you're the best business and that you have a pulse and you're the most active. Why? Because you are Google verified. So they're going to send the best leads to the best businesses. And that might not be the biggest. So what we put in place for systems answered the phone right away for all LSA leads and marked leads the second they came in LSA CRM. This demonstrates, one, that you're active, and two, this makes it so you can more likely close the sale. Second thing, you need a lot of reviews, right? I wouldn't really do LSA if you're nowhere near your competitors for reviews. You can get away with it if you're like 10, 20, 30, if your competitors are in the hundreds. But here's the thing, you need to get reviews from inside the LSA app, and you need to respond to every single review, both positive and negative. Google does take that into account. The other thing you got to do too, you got to do regular social media posts and Google My Business posts. This shows, again, that you're active, right? Those are the main things for LSA. The next one we did was Facebook ads. And I'll open it up real quick just to show you. But what we did was we focused on finding qualified leads. What too many people do is they want anyone and everyone to come into their funnel. We don't want that. We want to train the Facebook pixel, which is the place where Facebook collects data on your campaigns. We want to train that pixel so that it can optimize to get people who want to start and can afford you, right? Now, we did have to test out a myriad of different offers and photo styles and video styles and things like that. But once we found our winners, we've been able to scale it with relative ease. And we had more aggressive copy at the start. The offers that appeared to work was 15% off just in general. And off of that, really, we did call out the ideal audience as far as the location. That's kind of a given. And then outside of that, really, the only thing we really saw with calling out the audience, we did it a little bit more effective, but we said if you have a minimum amount. As you can see, we're not talking about free consultations or anything stupid, and we have a very engaging video. It really very high production quality, a lot of quick cuts, enticing voice. That's what made people stick and then convert. It was impressive, basically. And then after that, what we had to do was we would scale, right? When we saw high quality leads that turned into estimates, turned into high bids, and turned into sales, we would scale campaigns, right? This is what led us to generating I have a screenshot somewhere. I don't have the screenshot. Nice. The other thing you can do with Facebook, and just for reference, we probably got around 25 leads, ballpark around $40 per lead. The cost per lead doesn't really matter, frankly. It's the cost of acquisition and how profitable it is to acquire a new customer. Like, we will gladly pay 5 times more for a lead if that lead on average will pay us 10 times more than another lead would, for example. The other thing you want to do too, you're not trying to force people to buy immediately, and you're not trying to filter those people out. You want to have the people who think they can devote the amount of money you want them to devote into your project, and you want to nurture them, right? You want to do reach ads through Meta. They're going to be $2 to $5 per day, and you can do you make a custom audience of people who have visited your website, watched an ad for a certain period of time, submit a form, or just engage with your social media profiles. This makes sure that the ads are, let's make sure when you're retargeting people that only the people who have expressed some level of interest are seeing it. And then what you want to do, you want to answer FAQs, right? You want to talk on your before and after. You want to talk about common objections, common obstacles, common results, so that they come into the conversation with the right frame of mind. Because here's the thing, if they're going to do something for that much money, they are going to make damn sure that they do their research before. And if they do all their research with you, they are going to buy every single time from you if you can answer all their questions before you speak to them, right? People don't buy with salespeople as much. They validate their choice with salespeople. That's why I'm making this video. And then the other thing, Performance Max. What PMax is, it's a little bit more machine learning. It does enable conversions across search, display, YouTube, and technically Gmail too. But what's nice about PMax is because we'd already cracked what made people convert over on Facebook, our click-through rate and the rate at which Google could find people and find people that it resonated with was atrociously high. This is the highest click-through rate I've seen for a home service company ever, right? And one thing I will note, we did have some initial issues at the start just with making sure they were all in the right service area. That's on us. We did fix this. I'm not trying to show biased results. And then the other thing, they don't have a huge moat, frankly. If someone came in with 3 months and they had a bigger base, like if they had already seen success with TV or had a big brand, they could eclipse our client. So we identified the next bottleneck is strengthening their organic reach. So that means SEO, making them rank on Google. That means getting them out more in front of the community. That could mean TV, that could mean events, things like that. And we also want way more reviews. Doing this will make our client the undisputed authority and really safeguard them against potential competition if they ever figure out what we're doing, basically. And then if you want to do the same, we can offer you a free 20-day trial. We will run your ads for free. The ad spend has to be at least 1.5K, right? And the goal is to build a comprehensive marketing funnel that gets people to say they're interested and nurtures them through marketing to buy, right? You have to close them, obviously, but it's going to make your job a little easier. And if you want to hear me talk on more ideas, a review of questions just about the marketing process, the marketing funnel, what you should be doing for marketing and sales, leave a comment below. Make sure to follow because we drop videos like this every single week. And if you found this helpful and you want someone else to find it helpful, just give it a like. Then it means it'll get a bit more views. Or if you think it's a really good video and you don't want other people to see it, just contact me. I don't care if the views are low, but if it's not applicable to you, just give it a like, please. And then